When you become the President of the United States, there is a ton of power in that position. Not only are you the Commander-in-Chief, but if you're a popular president, celebrities will always accept an invitation to your house. You know, the white one. Although on more than one occasion, some celebrities have outright refused to meet the President of the United States. Welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and before we kick this video off, let us know down below who your favorite US President is and tell us why. Also, if you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad. And ring the bell if you want to get notified whenever we put out new videos. They're coming at you every day, left, right. You don't know if it's gonna be me, Joss, who knows? But without any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities who refuse to meet the president. In at number 10, Tom Hanks. Before Tom Hanks caught the virus while he was filming in Australia, he and Meryl Streep received an invitation to Trump's White House. Donald Trump had actually requested that Steven Spielberg send them his film called The Post before it hit theaters, and therefore wanted to have some of these stars there for the screening. Although both Streep and Hanks have spoken out against the president before, and in response to this request, Tom told The Hollywood Reporter why he refused. Tom said, "I would not have been able to imagine that we would be living in a country where neo-Nazis are doing torchlight parades in Charlottesville and jokes about Pocahontas are being made in front of a Navajo code talker. And individually we have to decide when we take to the ramparts. You don't take to the ramparts necessarily right away, but you do have to start weighing things." I don't know, maybe I'm too dumb to understand why he referenced ramparts in there, which are like walls or something. I don't know. And I guess that's why he didn't want to do it. In at number 9, Michael Jordan. That's right, even basketball star Michael Jordan once refused to meet the President of the United States. Back in 1991, while George H.W. Bush was the sitting president, Jordan decided to opt out of getting to meet him when the Chicago Bulls won the NBA championship. This caused a huge disruption in the media, and people were genuinely angered by him refusing to meet the president. Even the Chicago Tribune blasted him for this when they ran the headline of "White House snub by Michael Jordan undermines the Chicago Bulls in 1991. Although later on, Michael defended this decision by saying that he simply opted out because he wanted to spend more time relaxing with his family in North Carolina. In a statement to the press, he said, "As you know, my schedules have been very hectic. You guys have seen me, I've been every which way, and because I choose to take my private 3 days somewhere no one can call me, it's my prerogative." Fair enough. In at number 8, Larry Bird. Anytime that a sports team wins a championship in their league, the entire team is almost automatically invited to come celebrate at the White House. Back in 1981, Ronald Reagan was the US president and he would remain in office until 1989. In that time, Larry Bird had won 3 NBA championships, although when the Celtics won, Larry just kind of shrugged off an invitation from Reagan, explaining that if the president wanted to see him, he knows where to find him, which is just the most bizarre and gangster thing that you can say. You know where to find me. The rest of the team just ended up going without him, but Bird did a live radio interview instead explaining why he wouldn't be in attendance. In at number 7, Charlotte Church. Charlotte is a Welsh singer-songwriter and rose to fame in childhood as a classical singer before she began to branch off into pop music in 2005. By the time 2007 rolled around, she had sold more than 10 million records worldwide, which included over 5 million in the US alone. In January of 2017, the very gifted singer had apparently been invited to come sing at Donald Trump's White House inauguration by some of his staff. Although she soon took to Twitter in order to make her intentions very clear that she was refusing the invite. Charlotte tweeted, @RealDonaldTrump, your staff have asked me to sing at your inauguration. A simple internet search would show I think you're a tyrant. Bye." In at number 6, Justin Trudeau. For those of you who don't know, Justin Trudeau first became somewhat famous because his father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, was once the Prime Minister of Canada. In 2013, Justin won the leadership of the Liberal Party and would go on to lead his party to victory in the 2015 federal election. Now, he has already met with Trump in the past to discuss, political matters, but just recently he outright refused to meet with the president. Donald had extended a White House invitation to Justin so that they could celebrate the new regional free trade agreement in Washington. Although a spokesperson for the Prime Minister said that while he wishes them well, he won't be coming. This decision to refuse an invite was due to scheduling conflicts and the fact that we're still dealing with a pandemic. Probably a smart move on his end, and boy oh boy does Trump ever hate it when no one wants to come to his house. The worst. He doesn't handle it well. In at number 5, Stephen Curry. In 2018, Steph Curry and his crazy 3-point shots led the Golden State Warriors to victory. Also, I should mention that they were back-to-back victories. As per the rule of the White House, the entire team was invited to attend and celebrate with the president. Although both Curry and Kevin Durant had already decided that they were not going to be in attendance. When Steph doubled down on this position, Trump actually tweeted out that he was rescinding his invitation. Trump tweeted, "Going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Stephen Curry is hesitating, therefore therefore invitation is withdrawn. Despite this invite refusal, people were still quick to comment on Trump's tweet that Steph had no problem meeting the president when Obama was in office. In at number 4, Gene Simmons. Although Gene Simmons has already visited the White House and the Pentagon to speak about his mother's time in concentration camps, he initially had declined the invitation. During Trump's inauguration, he was searching far and wide for musicians to come and perform. When the rock band Kiss was invited though, Gene's wife Shannon Tweed kind of stepped in to quash that. Even though Gene couldn't get a word in edgewise, Shannon made it expressly clear that she had issues with Trump. Apparently Gene Simmons actually doesn't mind that he's the president, and this often causes disputes in their household. The official statement from Kiss was that the decline was due to a scheduling conflict. I guess they were in Europe doing a tour, but Shannon decided to interpret their decline kind of in her own way. In at number 3, Jennifer Holliday. Among the people that were initially confirmed to perform at Trump's inauguration were Toby Keith, Three Doors Down, and Broadway singer Jennifer Holliday. Although upon Jennifer accepting this gig, she was torn apart online. This then caused the singer to immediately back out and decline the invitation, which was then followed up by an apology. The first person that criticized her on this was actually her publicist, who said that, performing for the president and it's being Donald Trump, probably not a good idea for your reputation. She then did 2 separate interviews where she defended her decision to perform, attributing it to her not having a political opinion on the matter. Although not too long after those interviews, a news source called The Wrap posted her apology in an open letter. In the letter, she said, "I was honestly just thinking that I wanted my voice to be a healing and unifying force for hope through music to help our deeply polarized country. Regretfully, I did not take into consideration that my performing for the concert would actually instead be taken as a political act against my own personal beliefs and be mistaken for support of Donald Trump and Mike Pence." Look, I don't like either of those guys, but just showing up to perform music, that's not an endorsement. That's sad. In at number 2, Elton John. Another massive music icon that was originally invited to attend and perform at Trump's inauguration was Elton John. In the weeks prior to the event, rumors were flying of who might be performing for Trump. Anthony Scaramucci actually told the BBC that Elton John was going to appear at the National Mall to sing for Donald. Many fans of Elton were shocked by the statement because Elton John had just recently headlined at a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton, although it turned out that this was just some sort of fake news being spewed in this presidency. Elton John's publicist would later come out to dismiss the rumors of him performing. In an email to CNN, John spokesperson Fran Curtis said he will not be performing at Trump's inauguration, and Fran made sure to put the caps lock on when she typed the word "not." Last but certainly not least, at our number 1 spot, LeBron James. Previously, LeBron James had no issues with going to meet the president when it was Barack Obama. In fact, the two actually became very close friends, which means that they must have spent a bunch of time just hanging out. However, when it came to meeting Donald Trump, LeBron was a very vocal critic of his conservative policies. In response to his declining an invitation to Steph Curry, LeBron tacked onto that tweet and said, "You bum, Stephen Curry already said he ain't going, so therefore ain't no invite. Going to White House was a great honor until you showed up." Even after the Philadelphia Eagles had their invitation revoked, LeBron spoke with ESPN and told them that it shouldn't come as a surprise. LeBron said as long as he is in office, then the communication and things like that are going to continue to happen. It's a lot of things that we believe in as Americans that we don't feel that he's for. There are a lot of people that believe that he's not for the people or doing things that's right by the people. So it's not surprising hearing the news today with the Eagles. I guess all sports teams don't want to meet Donald Trump and I think he got them McDonald's for dinner. God, he's like a single father. With that, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Most Loved YouTubers Who Are Now Hated. Maggie Callahan says, number 3 has actually been debunked. The videos leaked of Trisha shaming Nick was cropped and you can find the full video. There's more that goes into it. I'm sure you can find it. Thank you so much for the update, Maggie. I must have been going off of old information, but I always appreciate getting corrected in the comment section. I will look into it. Hashtag look into it. Rosalita Vasquez says, Johnny, you are rocking that mustache. Love you. You're gonna be mad when you see I shaved it. I appreciate the comment, but you're one of the few people that say that, so it'll grow back. Just give it time. Yolon Long says, LOL, her mom pulled a Tekashi 6ix9ine. Johnny, that was prime. Oh, you know I got jokes. I just need the right time to set them up. I appreciate the love. MLG Gamer says, ha! Tana Mongoose. Good one, Johnny. Honestly, kind of glad I don't watch any of these. She will now forever be called Tana Mongoose, and that's the bottom line, because Johnny Rogers said so. Miracle May says, Philip DeFranco, because he speaks fast and gets to the point. How could you not love Philly D? He's definitely serves up some of the best news on YouTube, by far. Maybe after Inform Overload. And that has been the top 10 celebrities who refuse to meet the president. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for all of your hard work. If you enjoyed this video, then please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, my name is Johnny Rogers, saying until next time, stay classy.